Looks like we got our match, Cloud against Luigi. Pretty interesting match if you think about it. I don't think any character has a clear advantage over the other, but we'll see how it works when we get into the match.
Yeah.
And there's a chance they're they're not button checking. As far as I know. Okay, they are not button checking. Luigi already starting off pretty strong with potential 0 to death. Nope.
Okay.
Not quite, but still 50 damage.
Yeah,
still
good follow up too.
Yeah, very good 50 damage for sure. And he continues to not be hit right now. Looks like Cloud struggling to find some sort of hits, but the upbeat prevailing gets him 32 damage. Cloud always big damage output maker here for sure. And looking fairly even, and looking like a lot of the players of both the players have the same mindset, and not wanting to like commit too much neutral while save that little limit side B there. But it looks like they're definitely playing pretty similarly, which is leading to a mostly even match, except for that little side B.
Venom isn't really approaching. Nintendo is doing most of the approaching, it seems. I feel like since Venom got that explosive start, but since then he's been kind of on the back foot. Not really able to get in.
Yeah, you see the percentage lead lengthening. You see the KO options growing for Cloud right now. And you know he's looking for any opportunity. Nintendo's just looking for any opportunity to send Luigi off the level. And while he has not control right now, he gets roll red and sent all the way off. Nintendo with a great lead.
Ooh.
Oh shoot.
Overextending a bit with that up B. Oh, tragic.
Oh, that was really close. Like, Luigi players are probably the most gutsy players I know. Like, they'll just go for, like, random misfires or, like, KO punches. Oh, and that down B right there. He proved my point.
Yeah, Venom's a pretty wild dude. That's kind of an understatement, actually.
Yeah. Either way, Nintendo, though, like, he's building his lead pretty nicely. Like, a good 50%, like, 50% little lead here. Okay, good back throw by Venom, though. Finally takes stock again. The lead looking pretty consistent right now, which means something has to have been figured out for Venom at least.
He's got the grab.
He looks like he's doing it right now.
Got the dash attack follow up again. We got about an even game. That's about an even game.
Oh yeah, looking very even now. Again, it seems like the early percents, the very early percents, when Venom finds something and just starts stacking a percent, and he has to figure out a way to keep the train rolling, to keep the stuff happening in the later percents, right? Because that's where Nintendo. Because Nintendo's like consistent, and Venom is like going at like a burst and not like. There's a difference between the sprint racer and the marathon, you know?
Yeah, Nintendo doing a really good job with these aerials. Ooh, nice side B. Oh, that's gonna be it. What a reversal!
That was a little bit of an odd thing. Suddenly, Venom in the lead, and at the early percent thing that he likes the most. Oh my goodness, a 72 damage. No 0 to death though, although he's looking for it right now. He has the Luigi momentum, but Nintendo responds.
Back air, clearing out that stock.
Oh yeah,
getting out of that down throw.
Oh man, okay, good reversal. That could be a bad DI.
Dang.
Yeah, that was a little bit of sus DI, but like, to be fair, it's honestly hard to DI because it can send you like either direction. You have to DI out in a certain direction.
He probably anticipated that it was going to send him to the right, so he probably DI'd to the right in anticipation of that, so... Yeah. Dang, that's a bummer.
It becomes a 50-50 of sorts, I guess, unless you're like really trying to SDI out of something.
Yeah.
But either way, just a wrong guess takes the game for Venom, who looked to be kind of behind the entire game with one good side beat, just brought him right back in.
Honestly, that's kind of just how Venom is. He just does the craziest stuff on Stock 3. It's just insane.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of momentum-based players here, and definitely the gameplay definitely showed that, like, for sure. Lots of momentum changes and shifts and damage following whoever had the momentum at a certain point in a given time, you know?
Definitely. And that side B recovery coming back was probably the most Luigi thing I've seen in a very long time.
Oh yeah, that's a classic Luigi. The classic
poor Cloud.
Yeah. You know, honestly, at that point, I thought Cloud misinputted. Like, I feel like he could have sent Blade Beam down there and have covered so many good options, and he would have been in a really good position.
Yeah.
But
overextending
he might have just got, like,
definitely.
really greedy or something. Yeah, it looks like they're sending in Lackey from Olympus Rising to counterpick Venom. Okay. Hasn't showed up yet, though.
Town, PS2, and Yoshi's. The Venom's got one stock to work with.
You know, those are honestly pretty... wait. I'm confused now. Actually, no, I could see them being Luigi bands, because, like, Luigi on FD and Kalos, where you're just uninterrupted for that 0-to-death combo, which he almost got twice in that match. And it's such a powerful tool in the crew battles because just like a stock gone.
Well,
I think he's trying to make way for that.
Yeah. I think he may be. Oh, Kalos. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is he probably didn't want Kalos picked because I feel like Luigi sometimes struggles to approach, and I think that's why he went with Smashville. I believe it was his pick. To go with Smashville, he typically, I think, likes smaller stages, just so that way he doesn't have as much like distance to cover. But you know, sometimes that can box you in really easily too.
Plus, like the distance for killing too. Like he got a lot of like the down B vertical KOs, but even then, like all of Kalos's blast zones have been extended really far.
Yeah.
To a certain point where it's going to be a noticeable difference for Luigi. But then again, the 0-to-death combo, you never know.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of miss Dreamland. I'd rather have Well, I haven't even played on the Dreamland in this game.
I have some weird ideas for like what the stage list should be like. I feel like we should put in Northern Cave instead of Kalos, and because
I would agree with that. I could agree with that. I feel like Kalos could also be in the same like I don't know, I think you could have them both. I think that could. Is it Northern Cave? I think that could replace something else too.
I'm just sick of like banning 3 stages and only covering one format of stage.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! All right, Dr. Mario versus Luigi. Quite an unusual counter pick, but you never know what can happen here.
I don't think I've ever seen this matchup. I'm not even gonna lie.
What would this matchup even be like?
Well, I don't know, because I feel like with their zoning tools, I feel like that's a pretty even game. So I don't know. I feel like that's.
I mean, Luigi and zoning don't quite mix. I think they're hoping for Dr. Mario's pretty like pill-based neutral to kind of put some stutters in his gameplay for sure. We'll see if that strategy plays off right now. And surprisingly, looks like Venom is actually the one firing.
Yeah, I know.
First.
I would have guessed Doc would be more of the aggressive. Both playing, I would say, pretty patiently right now. Okay, good nair to jab follow up.
Good neutral win, but he's definitely not overextending, which is something you can't do with typical like low tier or low mid tier, you know. Which he's playing it smart, got 58%. Good stuff from Lackey so far.
Oh,
ooh, really good roll. I like that.
We call that the lock maneuver. We have a guy that used to play with us, and that's just what he would do. He'd run up and then roll behind. So this is what we call it.
Ooh,
it's a pretty good thing generally.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have the condition of the holding shield, and then you just back throw, especially with a character like Dr. Mario. But his stock could be over right now. Oh. Man, you know, once you see those reverse uppers, you're just like, oh my goodness,
where's this going? Where's this going?
Yeah, where's this going?
Okay.
Again, this is what I'm talking about. The neutral, just like it's like the neutral where Luigi has to struggle a lot, like some horrible airspeed and an okay dash right now. Really not doing him any favors right now, and Lackey just keeping hold of the neutral looks like potentially a really good kill scenario here. Maybe a down B off the level. Ooh, misfire.
Oh, nice tech. Oh, good wall jump. Good wall jump.
Oh wow, that was some edge BS there. Like that was a Twitter clip edge thing. Wow, what crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And again, somehow
no one has lost a stock, and we're 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna live this?
Could be probably it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
I mean, even on Kalos, you know, it's just there's a point where it's just inevitable. Like it's not like DI based or whatever. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
And it looked like to be one of the situations there. Lackey evening up the game to be 12 stocks apiece, as far as I know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Lackey played a very patient Doc because Venom had to approach, but Venom also was playing a bit, maybe not timid, but I guess defensive because he was kind of on that last stock. So that when you only have that one, you really kind of it tends to have a lot more value, you know, than the 3 stocks individually.
Yeah. So you definitely start seeing the value of stocks the less you have. It's kind of just a general rule for anything in life, really.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Yeah, that was an insane tech. Like I didn't even think that like he would be in a position to like tech, you know?
Yeah, I was actually, I don't know, that down air, if Ganon's has that same property, if you can SDI it and then DI, you can get a good diagonal direction. And so
I thought SDI was a multi-hit thing. What?
I don't know. If you well, no, because if you can anticipate it's coming, right? Like it's essentially the same thing. So anyway, you DI basically if you don't have time to I don't know, get out of it, right? And you know that down air is coming, you can DI before it hits you, and it'll send you diagonally. It's essentially the same thing. I maybe not the right phrase, but you
I have a funny story about one of those tech situations. I was playing Rob versus Inkling. It was in tournament. I just lost my second stock, and he was at a super high percent. And then he starts comboing me, and like the fury's growing, and then he like does an amazing jump read spike. But then I was on Yoshi's, so I tech jumped side B, and then I killed him off of it. It was really funny.
With Joker?
No, with Rob. I said Rob versus Inkling.
Gotcha, yeah. Oh yeah, that's killer off stage. I was like, you killed him with side B? What? Gotcha. But yeah, you can make it if you DI it in towards the stage. It'll give you a diagonal pattern, unless you're a really high percent. Yeah. It'll give you a diagonal pattern. So if you're next to the stage, even if you're at the bottom, you can tech it right there. If you can get that DI out into the stage.
Yeah. I feel like one of the most untapped things in Smash Ultimate in every Smash game is like DI, because like there's so many little interactions, and like this is just a universal Smash thing for every Smash game. There's so many little interactions where hurtbox shifting, and drift matters so much. And I feel like if theoretically if you DI every hit, you can always change the question constantly. And it takes a very, very skilled player to keep extended the advantage to that point. So I feel like people are going to start like being really into DI soon, because that's where the melee meta is shifting right now. Commentators always talk about DI. It's like, oh, this was bad DI. This was okay DI. Like, it's very there for a game that's been alive for 19 years. So
right, it was a really big deal in Smash 4 towards the end of its life. There was like, and that's the tricky thing is like a lot of that stuff is you just need someone to tell you what to do. That's the tricky thing is it's really unintuitive most of the time. So you have to have someone that knows it, that has figured it out, tell you, because it's not like a standard type of thing. It's like, are you familiar with Spanish?
There's definitely a for sure way to DI all the Bayonetta combos. It's definitely not true and just kills you.
I still don't know it though, honestly. I feel like with Ganondorf, it doesn't really matter. You're just gonna get comboed anyway.
Yeah, there's only Poor Ganondorf, dude. He's had the worst of it every Smash game.
Yeah, he really has. Except for Melee.
I mean, it's interesting because, like, if you think about an Ultimate, Ganondorf does have, like, this threatening presence. You can't call it an advantage state, but you call it, like, this general stage control. Yeah. But in Melee, he actually has this, like, advantage and such, where he just capitalizes. And with a game like Melee that heavily rewards actually hitting your opponent and continuing to hit them,
Yeah.
Unlike some other games.
This, especially on, like, the Wi-Fi meta, it's definitely favoring, like, more defensive play. And Ganondorf he has great approach options, but he can struggle to approach. Like in this game, like for example in Smash 4, his whiz kick, right? His grounded down B, it could go through most items. It was his way of actually handling items, but they boosted the speed a little bit and removed all the priority. So now his his move that gets through items just gets stuffed by Lemon or whatever, So it's like it's a fast burst option, which is a nice thing to have because he doesn't have much of that. But like he doesn't have all the tools, So like
for sure.
It's there are a lot of really great design things in this game that they gave to him, but he doesn't have like a complete set. I feel like even in Smash 4, he kind of at least had sort of a complete set. He had things to do against projectiles other than just good movement. Huh. Yeah, because you could down B. If someone was going to throw a projectile at you, the down B would actually have priority over it. You know what I mean? That was his his horizontal approach was item canceling. So not all items, of course, but like everything beats
most of them.
His down B in this game. So it's like, especially with that just generally being a bad thing for him. I would say offline though. I think he's probably a lot better. In my opinion, I feel like I'm also
online meta is very tricky.
If you use smash attacks with Ganondorf, you're actually probably much better online. Like if you use a lot of smash attacks, I use up smash to cover like.
The C stick is your meta.
Yeah. Well, I use the C stick a lot, but it's usually in the air. I like to do the aerial combos, like I mentioned earlier.
For sure.
Like, if you do like F smash all the time with Ganon online, that is actually pretty busted. And if they nerfed his F smash, I really wouldn't be offended. honestly. Like, he doesn't need nerfs, that's for sure, but like if they toned down the F smash, I wouldn't complain about it. I really
take a character that doesn't need a singular nerf, really.
Yeah.
And you just nerf him anyways. It's like Pika getting a buff. Like
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you know.
Nintendo has something going on. They have some sort of like.
It's
like
a conspiracy, dude.
Like,
they hate canon mains.
Beyond your understanding.
Nintendo hates canon mains. Confirmed.
Nintendo hates Smash players, confirmed. But either way,
Fair
going
enough.
into the match.
Nice transition.
Thanks.
Alright,
looking like that battle about to start here. Dark Pit versus Dr. Mario. Now this, I feel like this was an excellent counter pick by Low 2 Gaming, because everybody says Pit's the most honest character, but he actually has horizontal drift while he does the shield, which honestly invalidates a lot of neutrals, and his biggest strength is Dr. Mario's biggest weakness. So again, very effective counterplay and counter pick in general, and it already looks like it's happening here.
That's
oh man!
Dang, that's unfortunate.
I mean, I guess the counter pick worked.
He's feeling good about that.
Yeah.
Lackey with the good sportsmanship there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, starting to get back in, trying to get a hold of the neutral, but BC not phased at all. Barely even taking 8%, which is probably a pill. And Lackey continuing to have this lead and this deficit grow and grow, and he needs to change something up. But Beastie looks like he's on a roll right now.
That would have been it for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. He barely got out of that situation. Oh. Oh wow, he's getting really not greedy, but like he wants the side.
He wants that kill.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just realized another thing that really helps: the multiple jumps. Like you don't have the threat of landing that much on Dr. Mario's pills. Again, another reason why this is such a good counter pick for Low 2 Gaming. And again, the results see it so. I mean, it's a full stock 80% like general flow of momentum. Like this is looking like that was a funny little.
Yeah, I know he does that all the time. I think he does that. I mean, it's kind of just a cool thing, but I think he does it also so that they can't really tell when it's gonna come. You know, it's a little bit. If someone's moving on stage, it becomes more difficult to tell what they're gonna try and ledge trap with.
Oh wow! I didn't know that really confirmed. But either way, 2 stock deficit right now. This is definitely a determining battle for the overall. The CB it depends on the position of the crew, like whether they got to make up a deficit or keep a deficit, which is very big in the overall scheme right now. And it looks like Olympus Rising is getting pretty on the deficit side. Okay, that almost killed though. Even if Lackey took a stock here, that'd be very big for him right now.
I think he was trying to get the Doc to kind of come off stage. He didn't fall for the bait there though.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard to convince Doc to really come off stage and get you. Oh, okay, good recovery though. Good recovery by Lackey. Good recovery. Oh, the up B, the no punish. No punish. Oh my goodness. Those moments where everything whiff starts.
Yeah.
Okay. Good side B response by Beastie. And again, stage control right now. Stage control, big stage control. Lackey reversing it. Good nair. And Pills again. Again, the horizontal shield movement being really big. And the Kalos struggling to kill thing is actually working very against. And the no punish again.
Oh, that was greedy for sure. That F smash.
Yeah, that's greedy. I feel like there's a chance both of them are trying to
That thing's gonna get stale quick. Oh, he definitely wanted to grab there.
Yeah. Okay, again, BC, this would be huge for BC if he managed to keep this stock somehow, which is very possible. He had the read, but he doesn't capitalize.
Oh, Nair will take it.
You know you deserve a stock when falling Nair kills. Like you know that's the point where it's like the game's like okay.
I found this out recently. Apparently, the longer that move is out, the more knockback growth it has.
That's crazy.
It works backwards than most moves. So if you have that, like the ideal time to hit that would be actually at the very end of the active frames.
So we've talked about this Beastie looking like he's about to close this stock very soon. Blackie with not much of a counter game plan to really change momentum right now, but merely just trying to get the straight hits to stay alive. We need to see something happen if Olympus Rising wants to stay really in this.
Ooh. Beastie,
he gets a good
forward throw. Not gonna kill.
Quite Kalos again, affecting knockout on the back.
Beautiful.
Wow, Beastie styling on him like that. Dr. Mario was already dead when he was in the blast zone just because of his horrible recovery, but again, the arrows, compliments from Beastie's Dark Pit. Crazy.
Excellent play. We got the
That
wrong
was fun
background.
to see. Like, I genuinely enjoyed seeing that.
Yeah. It is pretty satisfying to see this hit. I mean, when you're on the other end of that, it's really frustrating because it doesn't really feel like there's much you can do, but it's like, it's kind of cool to watch.
Admittedly, if I had gotten hit by that, I would have laughed. Because that's like, I'm not going to say Pit's carried by arrows or anything. Like, that's just a ridiculous statement.
Yeah. Beastie's just really, really good at controlling neutral, controlling the space, and taking advantage. He's just very consistent and very solid.
Yeah, and I guess like a character like Dr. Mario, who doesn't really have much to do against that. He kind of just has to hope his neutral will work sometimes, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
and react and all that. It was definitely a very effective counter pick strategy. Like everything, it was very well aligned to make this well-deserved 2-stock lead right now for LTG. Okay.
The Canadian Sniper. It's in.
Oh, looks like a. Will that be score sheeting?
Oh.
Oh no, he's pinging. He was pinging somebody for the score sheet.
Okay. Usually we don't bother with them on mocks, but it never hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, there's only so much of this song that I can handle at once.
I don't even think I have the game audio on.
I've got
song.
Yeah, I've got separate. So I've got the music in the game muted, and then I've got like a YouTube playlist of Smash songs, mostly Smash songs that we use.
Yeah, I'd probably turn on the game audio. So I heard it actually helps reaction time, like because reaction like work better with sound and visuals.
Yeah, your reaction time with your hearing is faster than your visual. So you actually, it's like 20 milliseconds faster, but you actually do respond faster to sound stimulus than visual stimulus.
You can't hear the music coming into the mic, can you?
Can you? I don't think so.
No, I just want to make sure that the stream doesn't hear it.
Well, the stream is supposed to hear it. I've got the game music muted, and then I've got a separate playlist playing over the back.
Alright. No, I meant through my mic. That's what I meant.
Oh no,
like
I don't,
my TV. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good. That's good. And okay, it looks like Olympus Rising going to have to thinking pretty hard about their counter pick here, as far as I know. Unless, wait, did he tell himself to go in? I'm a little confused here.
What up, go in? Have a good sleep.
I'm a little confused.
That is all right.
I mean, if he enters the arena, then he enters the arena, so.
Yo, did you... Okay, so you recognize this music. You've played Kirby Air Ride?
Oh, I don't have stream
Oh,
on
the stream.
right now.
You've got the game music on though. Gotcha. Dude, okay, so can you hear the N64 song, Dual Zone? The lobby theme?
You know what? I actually turned on my own. I changed music for my own game audio. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm a big fan of video game music in general. Like I know a lot of it.
Yeah, I honestly, it's super underrated. I listen to video game music all the time, even when I'm not like gaming. Yo, Berg is the word. Subscribing with Prime. All right, Crocodile Heads Unite.
Shoot.
Yo, okay, so that brings us up to 3 for the month. If we can get 10 subscribers, we will do a $10 gift card giveaway.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
$10 to the LTG gift store or merch store. But it could be a gift store. Buy something for your mother. Get her a mask. Get her some stickers. Really uniting.
Dang, what's happening in the chat?
I am not sure. They are going ham though. They're sending in like 4 people.
What? Beastie's just banning. He's like, okay.
Venom.
Put on my mans.
Venom, why? Yo, we've acquired a snook. Okay.
Oh, okay, so he was sending himself in. Oh, okay.
Every time you talk, there's like a jingling. Are you a fairy?
My dog just came home and he has one of those jingling collars.
Oh, your dog. Okay. I was like, it just like would coincidentally go off while you were talking. Like, that's funny. Okay.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, they're going to town and city, and I'm interested to see who Snook plays here.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, like. I mean, you think about counter picks for Dark Pit, and there's not like an obvious counter pick, you know?
He doesn't. I wouldn't say he. Well, he has some matchups he definitely wins really hard. Like Ganondorf, all he has to do is touch him with Nair, and it's a pretty much guaranteed stock after that. But like, I would say most of the cast, it's like not a huge difference in matchups. So his bad matchups aren't super bad.
Yeah, he doesn't really have that like polarizing matchup like. Effect towards him.
He's got a solid recovery. He's got a good defensive game. He's got a good zone. He's got multi hits. You know, he's got decent. He's a good all rounder. He's a really good all round player or a character.
Yeah.
Not a lot of major flaws. He does kind of lack kill power, but I mean, I feel like that's
confirms now. Like he has down throw kill confirms. He has the hero.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
All right.
He practices with a hero quite a bit, but I feel like hero gameplay is kind of... I feel like there are definitely different types of hero playstyles, for sure. Like, an aggressive hero is way different than, like, a defensive hero. It's not even the same game.
There's such a thing as an aggressive hero? I've never played against one. For me, it's always a straight hit game. Like, you hit him once, you do some down B stuff. You hit him again, then you do some down B stuff. That's what it's been for me.
Yeah.
Alright, Beastie... SDing a stock as we're getting into the match again. Looks like it's about to start here on Town and City. Pretty good camping stage right now for the campy player that Hero is just inherently. But looks like Beastie's kind of breaking through that wall a little bit and taking advantage of it. Oh my goodness, already?
A little aggressive on that second down air. Perhaps waiting a little bit. Woo. Okay, get off me with that jab.
I mean, I didn't genuinely think that Hero would for sure die there because like his recovery is pretty cracked.
Yeah.
But either way, that would have been a lot more damage and good hold situations or whatever. And looks like Snook's out a little bit of a deficit here, but he can easily bring it back because Hero's that character that damage output just sometimes like starts happening. Like it just happens. But Acceleratle and Bounce coming right out and increasing the neutral really effectively against Dark Pit. Hero's like you got the arrow reflector.
It's so funny
and
to watch him run like that, but his dash attack animation is still the same. So he goes so fast and he just slows down.
Oh yeah, those moments are very funny, but they're also fearful when you play against them. Zero dash attack is like Link; it's very strong. Okay, that was a good heal.
Yeah, definitely a good heal.
You can definitely tell Snook just wants to use these down B options, but like the threat of the shield is always very apparent to Beastie here. Or is always very apparent to Snook, I should say. Oh, good spike!
Wow! Sneak.
Dude, somebody give this man an Oscar. He hit pit spike. Okay, but either way.
We always give Beastie a lot of trouble for going for down air all the time. But he loves them. He loves spikes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice tag.
Oh, good tag! Beastie right here taking control of the game a little bit. The damage keeps happening. Good jump read too. Starts getting control of neutral with another spike! Beastie's popping off right now. Do I hear MVP chants in the crowd? No. MVP. Alright.
Wow.
I mean, Beastie's just retaining a lot of momentum here. And Snook's looking a little bit lost for words. The shield finally breaks and a good hit finally. Snook is definitely still in this to take the game and start making up the deficit that they have pressed against them right now.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go for another spike. I was like, you mad?
Oh man, I can see it happening. He's off stage. He's off stage. Oh, that would have been such a good catch if that happened, but. And now we experience the random hits. Oh, okay,
wow.
Never mind.
I don't think he was ready for that. I think that
was a great call out. I mean, something I'm noticing very good about Beastie is he finds the moments to just pull out something you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just expect everything with this player and or character. So good stuff from Beastie right now, taking out 2 full players so far. I think it's 6 stocks for him.
Yeah, I think that would be 6 stocks because he took. Yeah, it was the Doc had 3 stocks and so did this hero.
Oh yeah. It's at least a 4 stock deficit right now.
Dang.
Olympus Rising's got to do something. Got to start turning the wheels now if they want to get a comeback in order. But even then, it's going to be a very tall order.
It is. Yeah, it's hard to come back at this point. I don't know. I think that really. I feel like Beastie was just kind of in. He just had hitboxes constantly out. I feel like Hero kind of tends to struggle.
He knew what he was doing. Like, he was kind of like in that zone. Like, it wasn't that Snook wasn't playing a good defensive game.
Right.
It was that Beastie was just calling out the options continually and continually.
And I feel like Hero actually probably largely has a bad disadvantage state. He kind of struggles under pressure, I feel like.
For sure.
He doesn't have a lot of really great panic options, so you kind of have to be playing ahead. And if you're catching up with Hero, you kind of get run over. Beastie he has the options to cover, hitboxes at long range and also at medium range, especially with all those multi-hits, the nairs, fairs. He's got just intense pressure, so able to get that out. I wonder what they're gonna try and counterpick with now.
Yeah, I mean we've seen 2 questionable counterpicks, and they might be saving their best players for last. You never know, or their best counterpick potential for last.
Well, I don't think they would have anticipated him taking 3 stocks there, though. I think if they were gonna, if I were in that team, I probably would have already put my best person out. So, being that they're down to their last 2 people, I guess they've got more. But I don't know, their options are less limited than they were when they had to choose against him last time. So I don't know. It's a bit difficult because your counter picks are limited when you're behind. Bonk. Well said, JV King.
Good.
He's got a public service announcement for everyone, and it is bonk.
Great. Alright. Oh, that's a long username. Okay. Either way, Olympus Rising looking kind of stumped on a counter pick here. But team typing.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they send someone in, but if not, I might go play a game just to keep things entertaining.
Yeah.
You can kind of see like you'll see it in this match, like the thing.
I'll commentate your match. Hang on.
Yeah, go for it.
You better focus. You keep showing yourself. All right, Stark Pit versus Ganon. Pretty volatile matchup for what I've heard from good friend Olin here, but either way, just beginning for fun.
Yeah, we gotta get going. I guess they right as we started, they sent someone in.
They did kind of think.
Oh.
Yo, Beastie with the JV4.
Damn, I got bodied.
Nice try.
See, I told you, dude, it's a horrible matchup.
It's a horrible matchup. Alright, they're going to small battlefield right now. Curve, the next pick for Olympus Rising, not wasting any time.
Is that a shovel? That is definitely a shovel. In his profile picture. He's got a shovel and a bow and arrow. You could ruin a neighbor's window with that. That would actually be amazing. I feel like using a bow and arrow that's that big would be incredibly satisfying.
Man, I remember the only time I used a real bow and arrow. It was at like this 5th grade outdoor science school camp thing. And like I didn't know you could pull them back as far as you wanted, so all my arrows were just like barely going anywhere. And literally, I got a letter from my brother the next day. I can't being like pull back as hard as you want on the bow. It was like right after I did. I was like, oh.
Oh no. No one told you to hold down B before you use your arrows. Can you guys give? What? I bet where do I get one? I don't have enough money for a grade. Venom. These are things you should not be concerned with right now.
Wait, what?
A 14-year-old's like, how am I gonna afford my funeral? Like, what?
Hold up.
Venom's concerned about his funeral, I guess.
I guess.
Hey man, you'll save up. Trust me, you got plenty of years to save up for your funeral. I hope that makes you feel a little better about that.
You don't even have to pay for your funeral. You don't.
That is true. You don't even have to pay for your funeral.
It's like, I'll pay for my funeral, please. I want it to be nice, all right?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. All right. Well, that being said, it looks like we're gonna be underway in the next game here.
Oh, wow. Okay. Another questionable counter pick, I have to say.
Like I said, I think they're kind of limited in the choices they had, so they may be saving a certain person for last, or maybe sending this person in to try and shake things up.
Guess so. I mean, maybe this man's like a Little Mac god. You never know.
Little Mac can be kind of scary, and they only need to take one stock.
That's genuinely possible to think that this character is mid-tier. Like, every character in Ultimate can be perceived as a mid-tier somehow.
I think you could perceive every character as a mid-tier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which shows how balanced the game is, but we should probably get into the match right now.
For sure.
BC getting that momentum.
Not a good spot.
And 52 damage. Like, you never think of Pit as the character that just does damage forever, but like, the damage is there.
Yeah,
it's
his individual moves don't do a ton of damage, but they link into each other so well. You don't really think of Pit as being a combo character, but it's just kind of... Oh, good recovery.
Wow. Good recovery, yeah. You know what I love
that's
seeing,
no good.
even though it never happens? Oh. Spike him. Oh.
Dude, he was inches from the ledge.
Yeah, I know, too. Like,
poor Little Mac.
Yeah, poor Little Mac, it's true. But either way, he has to figure out... Okay, I can't pretend that was a little weird. That roll counter.
Okay.
I was like, he was trying to expect a get-up attack, but like, you don't get-up attack and roll. But,
whoa!
Oh, shoot! Yeah, BC's just kind of popping off at this point in time. He's just like, he's having fun.
He is definitely feeling it.
He's just doing whatever he wants, like. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
And meanwhile, Curve is just kind of left to try and like pick up the pieces, you know. Oh, okay. Get stage control. Little Mac, good ledge. Good ledge shopping is a bit of an overstatement, but.
If he gets an F smash, it will probably kill.
True. He just needs one F smash, and it is like armored.
Oh no! Oh.
That might not have even been a misinput. It's just Little Mac muscle memory. Just be like, okay, side B, jump, up B, you know? Oh,
okay, there it is. He closed that out.
BC taking 8 stocks.
Wow. Yeah. Very impressive.
Leaving a 6 stock deficit. Plus, Little Mac has got to pop off if he wants this crew to win.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are they sending in next for low tier gaming? That is the question.
This is in fact the Twilight Thief.
Hello.
Hello. You just got a shout out in the chat. Uh-oh. Are we having...
I did? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hello, Spirit. Man, that was like the worst time for somebody to call me out, because I just took a huge bite of food.
What you snacking on, homie?
It's my dinner, it's In-N-Out.
No way.
Like,
Bro,
yeah.
I'm so jealous.
My parents just dropped it off, I was like, oh shoot!
Oh,
shoot!
dang. Okay, are you a SoCal homie? Texas?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I used to
Yeah,
live
I'm
across
so
the
down.
street from the In-N-Out in like Studio City, down the street from Universal Studios.
Oh, wow.
I used to live across the street from that In-N-Out, where Paquito Mas is.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh.
I used to live right there. I'm in Kansas now, but it's
How did
crazy.
you get through the
People from
grapevine?
SoCal know where I've been. That's where I'm from originally. Well, I was born from. Anyway, we got a game to play. JV King coming in here, probably playing Zelda, I would guess.
The Bonk man himself coming
yeah.
into Bonk.
Coming into Bonk, the Bonk master himself.
Heard of me through the grapevine, smashed up volumes of me. Oh, that's so nice of him. Ah, well, thanks for the shout out, Spirit. Appreciate it, dude. Just wait till you see my
no.
Just wait till you see my Joker though. That'll probably raise my perception,
Profile?
reputation. I don't quite know.
Notoriety?
Profile. I'll take profile. Then again, I could get absolutely smothered. Yo, Joker. Oh, okay.
Does the man has the beans?
We should get games. Oh, dude, I'm so down.
I don't think that's what I said. That works though. All right. We
Hey,
are.
the
we're
Zelda
getting,
and Little Mac.
yeah, we are getting going on the next game.
The potentially low mid-tier warrior battle, I guess. Man, okay. Yeah, poor Little Mac, you're gonna have to fight this already uphill battle with just a stock.
I'm thinking about it. The more I think about it, the more I'm like,
Think about Zelda's traps, and then think about her get out of jail free card.
Okay.
How the heck is Little Mac gonna contend with that?
the Phantom. That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah, the Phantom and then the neutral beat. Like, even if he gets to the Phantom with some, like, god tier parry, or, like, rush down, you just have neutral beat, which is just a get out of jail free card.
I don't think JV King's gonna approach much unless it's like something like that. I think he's gonna wait for Curve to approach.
Yeah.
That's gonna
And
be, that's
even though Curb's getting his little optimal hits, it's not really quite happening. Like, you see like him trying to do up tilt to F tilt, it's not quite happening. He needs to get A punish started because JV King is not slowing down. He's been in the consistently good pace ever since the start of the match, and it looks like what the KO punch is here. I just have to eat all my words very quick. The KO punch is here.
He doesn't have to do anything. He's down in percent.
The classic platform camp. The classic platform
Yeah.
camp. We're seeing it coming out in that.
Oh,
Man. I mean, once you see KO punch, you start to sweat a little bit. You're like,
Yeah.
It's like, especially because
Yeah.
like it's not only the fear of KO punch itself; it's fear of being beaten by a little man. Which you'll be the laughing stock of the day if that happens, you know. But either way, Curve trying to defy the odds here.
He's still
trying to make a name
going for it.
himself.
He is not giving up. I definitely
Yeah.
respect it.
Yeah, Little Mac is not the man who gives up, even though he probably was caught in a nap because of his pink hoodie. Bad jokes. Either way. Oh. You know what I'd love to see? I want to see a Little Mac edge guard.
Whoa!
Ooh, or that. That
Dang,
was really
that
good.
probably could have killed too if that didn't super armor.
And if it
Oh,
wasn't tapped into-
risky. Okay, F tilt will do it. Wow.
The Zelda F tilt buffs. It happens.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay. Olympus Rising backs to the wall. Last 3 stocks against a 9 stock dominant, looking very on fire low tier gaming. Can they somehow change the tides of the match to make this happen, or will low tier gaming just kind of clean it out? Either way, it's gonna be an interesting last match. Who are they gonna send in for their final pick, their final counter pick to the Zelda?
I mean, if, let's say hypothetically, he wins the first game, loses a stock, wins the second game, loses 1 stock, they could then 3 stock the last person. So they have to have at least 1 3 stock, at least. So
Definitely.
it's going to be very, very uphill.
Yeah.
But it's doable. It is doable.
Yeah.
Dingle says I'm banning you, Venom.
So, Olympus Rising, this is the time where you gotta send in that, like, PGR player you've been hiding in your basement, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
This is that time.
Whip out the Leo.
Yeah. Call MKLeo really quick. Bring him up.
Can I get a lifeline?
Man.
Oh, let's go Smash Puff. He took
Wait,
9th
what?
in flat combats. 8.
9th? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he took 9th at Xanadu the other day. He is a mad lad. He's so good. Alright. Well, it's town hour.
I guess so.
Still waiting on the counter pick. Perhaps they've got a couple people to choose between. Oh, looks like they're going now. See who they pick. It might be optimal. Oh.
Oh.
I
Do we have our
almost
counter pick?
accidentally
Oh, no,
blocked
not
Dangle
quite.
trying to scroll.
Oh, they're pulling out. Wait, what?
Spade.
Isn't he in Sakurai's playground?
I guess it's a mock, so it doesn't really matter. This happens to us all the time. We do mocks with people, and then
Oh, really?
like, yeah, we'll be playing someone, and then we'll be probably winning, and then they'll go and get someone from like fake gang or something. We still usually win, but we see it a lot. People definitely call a lifeline. Well, best of luck to Spade. It's gonna be quite a hurdle,
Yeah.
quite a mountain.
Spade, it's time for you to show your PGR talents.
Yeah. He actually does it, dude. Makes the 9-stock run. I guess Beastie just got off an 8-stock run, so it's like... I guess
not,
if
like,
he just does better
impossible.
than Beastie, I guess they deserve it. I mean, you can't
I
argue with
forget who
that.
Spade plays. Because I know the name Spade. I know it.
I think I've seen Spade, the name, around too.
I feel like he's either Fox or Link or something like that.
A Fox would be insane. I legitimately
But
would
Fox isn't
definitely...
explosive enough in the character to bring it back, you know. I could see a Fox doing it.
I love Fox. Fox is so fun in this game. Wi-Fi just ruins him. It's unfortunate. I respect any Fox main that plays on Wi-Fi. Like, you gotta respect that. I think Fox is probably the hardest character to play on Wi-Fi. That's just my opinion. I think he's definitely the hardest.
The hardest character to play on Wi-Fi? Whoa there.
I think so.
Min, it's obviously harder, for sure. Because you can't just... there's no way you can just dominate neutral or pressing A and B. That's definitely not what happens.
Not
Definitely
at all.
Not
Spirit,
at all.
what? You have up
Okay.
smash. Chill out, bro. That thing will hit across the stage. You're fine. Your character got all the Wi-Fi buffs he
Falcon's
needed.
not... I might have agreed with you earlier, but like Falcon has that armored burst option now, so
Yeah.
sorry.
Ganondorf doesn't even have super armor. The only heavy without super armor. And Falcon gets super armor. And a kill throw.
Really?
I don't want to
The
hear
kill
about
throw.
how your character isn't Wi-Fi proof.
Spirit, if I told you my Joker opinion, like about Joker on Wi-Fi opinion, you'd die. Like you'd literally like.
You would actually die. You would actually be.
You would
You would be
seriously
needing
die.
to have someone pay for your funeral, and you'd actually have to worry about that. Like,
Venom. This is the part where you. No, it wasn't Venom. Was it Venom? About
that
the
was
funeral?
Venom, but Spirit's in trouble now. Warlock Punch has super armor. Oh, that's right. Warlock Punch, my super valuable move that is only usable when shields are broken and I have no danger of getting hit.
Warlock Punch neutral is a new meta.
Okay,
What
okay.
game have you been playing?
False. There are like 3 instances, 2 that I can think of off the top of my head, where Warlock Punch is actually optimal.
Wait. Stop everything. Spirit, you did not just say Joker is good online. Well, he's good online, but like, you can't act like there's not a difference. Oh dear. I feel my insides burning.
Anyway, the optimal time for Warlock Punch would be Bowser down B or DDD up B, and you can tank that hit and then just boom. Where they have
You know
like a
when the
committal.
You know when the real optimal time for Warlock Punch is? When you're getting ledge trapped. Jump, Warlock Punch, super armors through everything, they don't know what to do, kills.
No, jump loses the Warlock the
No, I'm
super
kidding,
armor.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually? Oh, I didn't know that.
No, yeah. If you do an aerial Warlock Punch, you don't get any super armor. Yeah.
Okay, Spirit, that's all I needed to hear from you, alright? That was all I needed to hear from you.
Arsene
We can still be
online.
friends. Okay. Yeah. Now what's happening here? Or just,
Yeah, I think there's just some confusion. I think he just doesn't know if he's playing or not. It's okay. He doesn't know what he's getting into. He has no idea what he's getting into.
He's like, let's play some casual, friendly Smash. Meanwhile, you have a team depending on a 9-stock deficit, like makeup, you know.
Now he can see the arena. Yo, I respect it. What's his name? Not Black Stallion. What's his name? Black Shadow.
Oh! I just always called him Batman.
Batman. The horned Batman. He does look a lot like Batman, except he's super ripped.
Oh, are you saying Batman is ripped?
No, have you seen Black Shadow?
No, I haven't played an F-Zero game, please.
Okay. It's like if Bruce Wayne took steroids. Granted,
Oh.
Batman's already
Okay,
pretty...
I can see a Bowser doing this. I can see a Bowser making up 9 stocks.
Oh, wow. You know what? Hey,
offline debates, Bowser is definitely not worse.
This is his
online.
least favorite character to play. JV King despises Bowser. This is literally probably the most optimal counter pick, honestly.
Dang, saving their best counterpick for last. Let's get into this potentially last match of the entire night. However, if JV King really hates the matchup as much as he thinks he does, then we could be in for at least another match or two. Okay. JV King right now, not looking like he has a very fast start, and Bowser just gains momentum from nowhere, in the up B specifically. But, okay, good up smash. Those are the moments where you just see the comeback potential possible. Those Bowser up smashes that somehow almost kill at 40 for some reason. Like those moments. But Zelda is not giving up. It's not.
That's a shield break. Yeah, that's it.
Shield poke. That shield poke. Wow.
Oh, I thought for sure his shield was broken. I was convinced.
Oh man. Yeah, me too. I was like, oh my goodness, this is the moment where it happens.
He jumped and I thought he was hacking.
He was hacking. Dude, the moments where you somehow get off scot-free from Bowser down B is funny. It's just funny moments. But either way, back to the match. JV King, bad position here. Okay, Fair is going to take the stock right now. Spade at 65%. Easily a livable percent for Bowser. Nowhere near death, and Bowser has all the momentum right now. All the momentum except for the stage control, of course.
That pesky stage control.
Pesky stage control. Like, both these characters are very good with just like the side of the stage on them. And it's very interesting to see how it plays out in the matchup. Okay,
Whoa, going for the big reads there.
Yeah, dude, Bowser F Smash comes out like the feet of death make their appearance, and I'm just like my eyes wide. Oh yeah, that's what I call them, the feet of death. The back air, the F Smash, they're called the feet of death.
The feet of death. All right, it's in. The feet of death.
Okay. I mean, the feet of death, both of them will probably kill at this percent. Oh, good jump type though by JV King, taking a stock, bringing Spade back to reality, not thinking about the comeback, but thinking about this match specifically. Okay, Bowser ledge trapping position, but JV King gets by somehow. Good up B though. Good up B from JV King. No, not from JV King. Sorry. From Spade. Oh, good side B.
Good DI.
Bad DI though. That was bad DI. Oof.
Bad DI?
Yeah, I mean,
He lived.
like theoretically, he lived.
Good
He
enough
lived.
DI.
It's not H-box DI, so yeah. All right. I feel like that joke was not understood. Either way, continuing to go in. It looks like Spade's slowing down a little bit, and JV King's starting to make up this lost time. Oh, the edge guard now making it back. JV King somehow in the lead.
Wow.
Oh,
That
wow.
was clean.
Good stuff from him, but Bowser up tilt taking it too. This could go either way. Completely either way right now. Will JV King overcome that demon of a matchup that he has, or will Bowser assert his dominance again? The feet of death almost making their appearance on Flesh for the first time. However, JV King playing smart, playing safe. He does not want to get hit. He does not want to let Bowser have an opportunity for a comeback. He does not. And it looks like the gameplay is showing him that right now.
Yeah, definitely shifting momentum here.
Yeah.
Grab, back throw.
Okay, good. Okay, potentially a pretty good gimp here. Ooh, the shallow comes out. Oh, man. It's, the flub on the recovery. Oh, wow.
It's all over.
That leaves low tier gaming with a 7-0 lead on this destruction of a crew.